Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I almost timed that right. Ah, there we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another set of games here at the Collegiate PUBG scene. I'm a little fuzzy seal, and I'll be your caster, producer, and whatever you want to call me. If there's a part of this production that's happening, it's me doing it. Besides the logos, I did not make the logos, and huge props to the people that do organize these, by the way, that make us able to do BAM! That. Look at that. You can see all your teams dropping at various spots here. So we're going to be going into game one here today. Now, this is a 32 team format, so there's only 16 teams that play together at a time. So of those 32 teams, Louisiana State is currently in first place, the 90-point lead. Now, this is important because they are not actually playing today. So they're obviously just a lot better than any other team. I think they have a 40-point or a 40-kill lead over all of them alone, which is honestly insane. However, a lot of the teams that are much closer to each other, which honestly, second place down, all the way down to, I would even say all the way down to 15th place, is pretty dang close. It's going to be a few weeks of work to get back in there if you're, within those placements. But they are quite close, and much closer than the difference that we see between first and second. So definitely going to be looking forward to see what these teams will do now that one of the humongous powerhouses is no longer in the lobby here. So right off the bat, we're getting a flight plan that is just the worst. Going from the southwest, going here off to the far east and Milta Power. If like Zarky, Georgopol, Sev, or any of your drop spots, then you are not going to be having a good time on this plane path. And already, we're seeing some people drop off to the north here. We might even be seeing a Primorsk contest. Now, here at the Collegiate PUBG, we don't always see people going for their set drops. Or at least we didn't based on week one. We are now 3 weeks, I believe. No, excuse me, 6 weeks. What am I talking about? Into the games. Oh, never mind. No, I was correct the first time. 3 weeks, excuse me. 3 times 2 is 6. And they might actually have found themselves some preferences here. And actually seeing a lot of kind of relatively neat splits here. One team in Prim, one in Quarry, one going off the west coast here. The farm area is almost always a place in lobbies like this that get contested. So we're going to be seeing what that ends up happening. We're actually seeing, looks like two parts of teams, actually two-man splits, dropping here inside the yellows, if you can still even call them that, here at the new Erangel. As it looks like UCF Gold here getting the northern bits with Span Cargo alongside, I think that's Johnston there. And then we got Toxic, Marker, and Rubik's Cube here off to the south. As we're playing in esports settings, esports loot, these guys are going to be hitting it real fast compared to what y'all are used to if you play in pubs and don't do things like the GLL dailies and things like that. So they'll be getting kidded right away here. But, oh, it's this Kenbui coming in here from the north. They don't even have to take a fight if they don't want to. Now, 3v2 could be relatively appealing for those kill points that they can take now that Kenboy's come into the north side. He can get hit up here and maybe take a fight here. But they don't exactly know what Indiana University is doing besides these two players. They know these guys are here to the southwest somewhere. They have no reason to leave. But the other two players off to the northeast, they don't have good or any kind of information on what those two guys are doing here. Oh, now Rubik's Cube. Oh, look at this. Look at this setup here. This guy's waiting for Halloween. These guys are costume ready and everything. 4X SLR, one of the strongest. No, one of the strongest. Mark 14 does exist. One of the strongest DMRs in the game being used. And actually, it looks like that Kenboy will actually begin looting here. Going for 2.55 guns. A little bit spooky there. So their Halloween costume, 2.55 guns. Only have 30 shots. That'll scare anyone. Let's go ahead and check a quick peek at the zone here. It's going to be favoring the northern side partially. Now remember, in New Erangel, land ratio is not a thing, so this river does not have a force out of play here in Phase 4. So we might be seeing this northern terrain played later into the game than some esports competitive players would be used to here. Looks like we have another potential fight happening here as we have Norwich University Alpha here. 2x barrels being used there by Webington. And then three Thans? Highland Gaming PUBG, which is definitely one of the teams that are having a little bit of trouble here. Going to be contesting this compound. If I had to do a strip power level between these two teams, I'd put 3 Thans on the back foot here. Although in a 1v1, anything can happen. Although, oh, here we go here. HLG, the 3-man with a solo split right now, getting contested here by Iconic Burt. Burt definitely is aware of 3 Thans present in this compound somewhere. Webington is definitely playing like this place is hot here. Frag coming if you heard him on the second floor. No cook, so this is easy for 3 Thans to react to. He's going to be going back into the hallway here. He's actually beginning to receive some fire there. AK suppressed shots coming out through the front windows. 3 Thans trying to figure out the correct way to react to. We actually are having a big fight here pop up here on the southwest side. We're taking a quick look at that. Looks like we actually had 2 kills happen in favor of Indiana University. And now I think it's just Oxford Johnson with Nomad Wrath coming into the side. So Kenboy and Twin Cargo, who's had quite a bit of loot, did get taken down here by what looks like a big flank here from Indiana University, or at least a surprise reinforcements wave, with Nomad coming in here from the back line. That UCFG is wondering whether or not they wouldn't even want to stay here. The answer is definitely no. Frag's coming in. They gotta go. Frag's going on top of the first Dacia, I think, on the side, but as they begin to bounce, lots of long-range fire coming in here onto UCFG's UAZ. They should be able to get out in time before taking too much damage. Nice victory there for them, although they did lose half their team in the process there. Going back over to HLG, it looks like they had a big crash happening here. Oh, is that a game-ending frag for these guys? That might have been why. Does run out of ammo, and actually, that's gonna be the trade coming from 3 Thans. Iconic Burt getting online here, but he can't see over the wall. His might actually not even know exactly where these guys are at. Frag gonna be coming out soon, as well as Cakester from the north could flank these guys. How good is this frag gonna be? Oh, it's not underhand. So they're actually gonna be like, get this res. Now Burt all alone here. Just find another knock with the Uzi. Cakester from the behind, getting some shots, flanking HLG. Last player, 3 Thans. Pulling the bolt there, trying to make sure he's ready to take this fight. 5 bandies in hand, and he found a nice present inside of the shed here. Just M4s all over the place. Closing the door. Iconic Burt getting online here. Cakester man, the northeast as well, just putting some suppressing fire in there. Frag here to blow up the door here. They definitely don't want us to smoke actually to protect Webington, it looks like. Let's make sure he does not go down here. With Cakester man coming in from the northeast, closing the gap. Webington getting to better cover here, further away from the shack, so frags don't take him down. This is looking a little spicy here. No, all of his rounds are hitting the window. You can't lean here. You can't lean. You got to stand up. It's not high enough. Oh, and that last peak right there is going to allow Iconic Burt to take him out. If it wasn't going to be the shot from Burt, it was going to be the frag from Casterman, who does get the rest on Webington as well. Slight victory here for Norwich University Alpha. Now, what's going to be happening here? A lot of teams are currently not inside zone. Indiana University still sitting up looting. Where did our the losers of that fight end up going to? I'm trying to look for them. Ah, here they are. Outskirts of Pochank. Ox Johnson and Nomad here. Whereas we have RIT, the Rochester Institute of Technology here. They get Pachinki, and it looks like they just got a crate. Now, I believe that has been looted. Was the gun inside taken? Oh, you guys are throwing. You don't even. Oh, you better take this, Iceman. You better take this. Damn right. Love the 249. Best 5.5 gun in the game, in this nerd's opinion. And it's going to be Iceman Navy, who is going to be taking it with him. Definitely going to be... Yo, he even has the skin. Oh, a nerd after my own heart. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Going to be a force to be reckoned with. Not to mention... Or I should mention as well that Rochester is currently in 4th place as well. So they're definitely going to be having a very good position as they live in the most central city in the game. Lots of loot. Crate as well, and they should have easy rotates going into phase 2. There are already a few teams that are inside, however, and one of them is going to be Louisiana at Lafayette, who definitely, if the zone ends here, could use the point injection, sitting pretty in 10th place. Definitely looking to close the gap up at the top of the scoreboard, as they're holding only the southern half of this compound. As a 4-man, I would expect them to be trying to hold both halves, making sure that no one can sneak in there. But I suppose they will simply just be holding the south half, trying to control these wide open fields here to their south. Similar strategy here being used by esports at Florida State here, as Millipenda returning over to It's Your Wi-Fi and Co. into the school, leaving Migster here in the apartments. Two very, very strong places. A 2-2 split is technically viable between the school and the apartments, but you rarely want to actually hold it like that. Both locations are very, very large and almost impossible to stop crashes, even as a 4-man. So you really want to make sure you have as many folks as ready to fend off newcomers as you can here. One of our first teams on the north side is going to be UCF Gold, the UCF that did not get themselves torn to pieces here in the early game. Excuse me, black. Why is UCF black gold on the color, or yellow? They're going to be taking a relatively conservative approach here on the northwest side of the map here. They might have someone rotating toward the Cherry Bompton, potentially coming in that direction. Although right now, they're the only teams on the north coast, so if phase 2 does go north and they react quickly to it, they're going to be in a really good spot. Although sitting here as a 3-man on the northwest edge, they're working with very little information here. Oh god, what is happening here? Oh, Indiana. Indiana, what's going on here? They're pulling up here on this small tube. Very conservative play, but they are potentially unaware of RIT already inside of the southern half of Chinky. They're actually completely ready to stop any kind of rotate that comes in from this direction. They might be setting up a little bit too early, too, as phase 2 pops hard, shifting to the east. Look, it's literally touching the edge there. And this is going to be both teams reacting right away. Iceman trying to get closer. Laying on the trigger finger. Trying to take one or two players. Goblin a lot from his UAV taking so much damage there. Currently sitting at 1/3 HP. I think he will be able to get out of here, but might want to link up with one of his teammates, who in the meantime, Rubik's Cube, what happened to your car? Were you just running? Are your teammates gonna stop for you? That's one car passing two. No, okay, his bike's right there, but why did he get out? Oh man, he's gonna have to get out of here quick. He's very lucky that Wizard Tower is in the way. Otherwise, they'd be able to see him and easily kill him. He will be able to get out of here right away here. The puzzle in this case is not hard. You just want to drive away. Hold W. And they will be able to get onto the east end of the southwest edge of the zone here. Speaking of the zone, the new team is currently set up here in the shrink. It's going to be South Carolina's 3-man, Chaotic, Incubator, and Aziz, all favoring the west side of this combat, making sure the vehicles are nice and safe here. And as we look off to the west, oh, that's a lot of color we're seeing it rotate in through the Rozak area. ULL here. Oh. Might have some drive-bys. Oh, he actually got it! Kentucky actually took down It's Your Wi-Fi with the drive-by. Loosey-goosey trying to get out of town here. Cave and Plaid with some nice shots there with a Mini 14, but they will be able to get away controlling this compound. There will be a team coming in here from the high ground, though. Cincinnati Red here trying to get some shots on these players in the open. They will get turned on, though. Cajun Vlad sending Mr. Blockhead to the Shadow Realm. And these guys, they want to get these races soon. Yeah, they got high ground here. The low ground cover as the second knock comes out. How important were those shots, really? But they're very, very easy to punish to anyone to their north or their south. This res needs to happen right away. Oh, and Twidgy, just in case some frag comes out of nowhere, actually we'll be running back to the compound, leaving the reses there to Cold Boy as he continues to pop those out. But wait, what's going on here? Oh, they're trying to tie the noose here. So bored. They're driving through the smoke. They want to take them down right now. Is the second one going to do it? Oh, not quite. And they're taking some fire here as Kentucky trying to get the second drive-by here. Third player, Cajun Fly, not trying to go for any kind of cheeky play there. Swiggy trying to get online. They're back building. They will begin to lose some players on the side. Cajun Fly getting spotted here by Swiggy. There's a knock here. Oh, you need to land those. A ton of momentum currently in favor of ULL. They will finally have a knock from Cold Boy, able to find him inside, getting flanked here by Cage and Vlad. A little bit of trouble for Ed coming out. Will it land on anything? I don't think so. Oh man, in the third party coming from RIT. This is real bad for UCA, who are currently trapped outside the compound here. Oh man, this is really, really scary. Cold Boy cannot stay here. String Boy and Twiggy doing a decent job controlling space. They also did a great job halting the momentum of ULL, although it was mostly RIT up on the hill that did most of that work, making sure that no one can run outside this compound for free. Man, and as soon as Cold Boy gets spotted by RIT, though, he's just done those, right? Ah, no, they're focused in the north, looking at Iconic Burt and the rest of NU. So these guys, they have a little more space to work with. And in fact, specifically Cincinnati, they can flank around here to the north, use these walls. Cold Boy did disengage from the yard area. String Boy joining Twiggy, and as phase 3 pops, yeah, they have a big reason to fight for this compound here. They're not going to be leaving anytime soon. Twiggy's actually going to find a knock onto Pizzatucky, the drive-by extraordinaire, and Cage and Vlad in the building with him. Oh, frag coming in. Doesn't see it, but backing up a little bit just in case. Trying to find the res on his teammate. More frags coming through and around this building. I don't think they're getting through the windows, however. Should be resable. There you go. Cage and Vlad clutching it. Oh, and actually looks like String Boy got taken down as well, so definitely some space being afforded both teams. We're really looking at other stuff. This is going to be going on for quite a while here. Loosey Goosey from FSU in a very, very scary location. This is Loosey Goosey here in this little shed. Way over there. That's the rest of his team, so they're not going to be playing together here. But we do have some shots. Oh, a big building crash here right below. It looks like UC have Black on the defense. Not a good time. Oh, he just hip-fired Chaotic out of this game. Great reaction there. A little bit lucky those shots landed. His teammate Prep TV coming by the other side of the building to help out. The defense there. Ogle still holding strong while Aziz has his partner Incubator link up here. Closing the door barely in the nick of time. Incubator holding the angle. Aziz actually he's going back down to stim, it looks like. Oh, but on the first floor. Prep TV coming in from the side now. Aziz, was that adrenaline really worth it for him? What can he get done? Nah, not much. Prep TV holding strong on the defense there. And how many players left up? I think they only have 2 players left after everything is said and done. They did lose Bond's guard as a result of that situation, but a nice hold there and a lot of kills as well. RIT going for their own crash here off to the west side in a 3v2 situation here. Iceman Navy, the 249 holding up front here, will have a lot of damage put on him. Cheese coming to back him up, frag in hand. This is potentially bad news for Oxygen. He's sitting next to that window. It's gonna be going in. Does run away in time though. Not cooked quite enough. And the follow-up here from FSU off to the north side will take down Iceman Navy. 2 for 9. It is a very strong gun, but it cannot block bullets. That is a very hopeful smoke grenade there. Just checked out the building here. Cheese will be the res off to the north. Hershey and Human try to take the fight to the NEM. Getting one knock right away with a great frag. No bad inside on the defense. And it looks like they will be able to finish it off. Hershey is getting shot in the butt. Will they be able to get the res? They're getting hit from the east side. No, they will not. They were actually body blocking their teammate there. Very unfortunate. Did not know where the shots are coming from. They're actually going to continue to take some fire here. We'll completely have to vacate here the west or the south side of this house. Windows a little bit too scary there. All right, looking around elsewhere. This shrink will be ending soon. There's a few teams that are currently not in the zone, but a lot of people died in that zone as we go to phase 4. So we might even not even have that many rotates as the zone mostly just centering on top of where it was already headed. Liberty University Red can be heading their way in. I'm trying to find a place to rotate. There are some empty spots themselves. In fact, that combo to the right, that center zone, that is completely empty right now. But they might have better ideas as they head on south to the high ground here, going for some scouts and potentially some kills. There are players off to the south and west they can get kills on, but letting one player out, Supreme. And Conan K going to be continuing his scout off to the west. This is starting to get a little scary. Look at your minimap here. There are colors everywhere, and this is a very, very scary rainbow to be going up against here. And I'm not even sure exactly what he's looking for either. Him and Greta the Goat making their own rotates, while Supreme Yoshi being let out to... They just let out to walk on foot! Sorry, Yoshi, you're taking up too much gas. We're going to be going in without you, as the rest of Liberty University Red will be finding a decent combo to the west side. They will not be able to hold this for too long, though. This is almost certainly going to be forced out by the zone. Now Supreme Yoshi have to prone out in the south side of the zone. Buckeye Gaming Collective taking the spot that I thought was going to be held here. Oh. At Loosey Goosey Shack finally taken down as well. Norwich University Alpha taking him down. Alright. What's going on here from ISU? They are pretty late. This is a very hopeful rotate, but some of the compounds that are inside are currently empty. But no one wants this compound. Is it smell bad or something? Is this compound cursed? It's a pretty good one. It's in center zone. It'll hold here for a while, but no, they're just ignoring it. They keep ignoring the center compound. It's a dead center of the zone, guys. And they're going to be going for another potential crash here as they continue east onto two different teams here on this eastern compound here. Setting up in the low ground. This is going to be flankable by Philoxes and co. By UC Black here. White Horizon as well. Car 9 already online here. One more on Trade Boys. Auto take there as he rushes for cover. Oh, and there's no cover there for these guys. And Philoxes, he's suppressing them. Frag coming as a follow-up, and that's not going to go far enough either. ISU barely going to be protected here. UCB not quite landing the shots they needed to. And the last player here, actually, Dave, going to the compound of the zone in a 1v2. Oh, he's getting some work done. He's going to hit in the side by Cheese, 6-5, 7-5. All right, Cheese side, able to get that kill on that flank. No steal there from UCF Black. No, oh, you're leaving now. Just take the compound. They're going past it. Where are they going? What's the plan? Oh, man. It's insanely lucky for them to have made this rotate once. Okay, finally. Finally, they went through the entire diameter of the zone, back and forth, and they're saying, okay, I guess we'll take the gift that has been bequeathed upon us. I guess we'll take the exact center zone that could win us the game. We'll see what they end up doing here with this. It could not win the game as well. I could be mistaken. But this is dead center zone. And this is Erangel circles, which are a little bit more predictable. There isn't... Yeah, it's still in. It's still pretty in. There's only 3 teams that are in a decent spot here. On the northwest side, FSU can rotate up here to the volcano. Decent coverage there. RIT can sit still. ISU can sit still. Everyone else is in trouble, though. Supreme Yoshi was the first one to take some shots here. SKS online for Shabs. Bringing it down to 1 HP. Now he is going to have backup coming in from the right side here. Oh, and he's actually heavily flankable, but they are currently receiving some fire, so they cannot stop to take him down here. Did Quack Duty actually swat him out there is the question. I don't think they did, but they should be able to hear him now. Brad coming on the side, Supreme Yoshi going for a reposition. He will be taken down there by Shabs SCG. A little bit of revenge there. As British Columbia continues their efforts to the east. The team that is currently gatekeeping them in the form of Cincinnati Red. Twiggy, String Bean, and Cold Boy still alive, still gatekeeping. And they do need to actually secure the west side of the zone here. I don't... Actually, this isn't much of a ridgeline here they can play. So I'm not even sure what the plan is here. But currently they got people to shoot, so shoot they will. Quack Duty out here. Teammates putting some shots out as well. Here as the zone is going to begin to shrink here. Cincinnati Red need to land some of these shots. Smoke being used very, very well so far. And look, because there's so many bolt actions for Cincinnati Red, these guys are running out in the open. This should not be allowed here. And because they only have 1 DMR and 2 bolts, very, very hard to hit those moving shots on bolts. And they're actually able to rotate all the way around this, but they will be going straight into another team, which Shabs is currently figuring out here. Liberty University spotting him out here, trying to land some shots. Conan Cake does land a jumping M24 headshot into Quack Duty. That's going to equalize this fight a little bit, as this is now going to be a 3v3 frag coming up from Conan Cake. Is it going to go far enough? I don't think it will. The smoke stealing out from UBC are going to be a good reaction here, as it looks like we got Greta the Goat coming in for a flank. 1 headshot could take this guy down, I think. Can't quite find it, though. And these quick peeks are not quite going to be enough. Oh, but look at that Twiggy getting ARX or AR-12 in the back. It looks like this might be a little bit too much. Big team in front of him, big team behind him. And it's going to be UBC smash right between the two of them. British Columbia trying to still get these reses here. Luckily, they have not been fragged yet. I feel as though that's just a matter of time. Shabs rushing back to try and get the res and be shot in the butt. And this is just real scary. And we even have String B coming in from the side. String Bean could potentially steal some of these kills. And this is phase 5. I think this is like 5 DPS, 7 DPS. It's pretty insane. Oh, now there's only one man left here in the form of Saint. Trying to go for these 3x sprays, but it's almost impossible at that point. And Gath Linka off the left side is going to take him down. But now look at this. UCA, Cincinnati Red, has committed to this fight here. But Stringbean can't quite find that initial knock here. There's going to be a relatively weak ambush. With Koenig bringing Stringbean down to low HP, he's going to be in a lot of trouble as the Repeat is going to take him down as well. Cold Boy can't find these Car 9 shots either. All these guys got left their bolt actions, and this is not consistent damage. These are heavily flanked. They're in the open. They need to find knocks right now, but they're just not quite accurate enough with these bolt action sniper rifles. They're even getting hit in the side. He'll rather go to flanking position. It's insane, by the way, that these guys have not gotten flanked by FSU. They have not taken Volcano yet. They're simply being allowed to take this fight however they want to. Looking back, Cincinnati Red, the last player up, is going to be just Cold Boy. He gets caught out, trying to smoke his way out, but no way, no how is that going to happen. That's going to be used by Liberty University Red to rotate in, as they don't have many options left themselves. So I guess they do have these little divot across this road. FSU might have been playing a little bit too passive this game. They're a two-man, sure. But playing the way they have has allowed RIT to take this hill for free. But look at this. This is a two-man split here. Iceman and Human Mint, though, they're going for a hard gatekeep. Look at that. They're on the edge. Rifles trained to the northwest. They're waiting for FSU to come up here. But they actually have not predicted that they'd be going around to the far west. They don't need prediction, though, if they have ears, though. They're hearing FSU take those shots. Frag's going to be coming in already. Mixture and Mellow is in a lot of trouble. And Iceman is looking to bring it. Mixture on the right, Mellow on the left. Oh, he sees a little head. Two times for coming out here. Bringing Mixer down low. Miller's spotted as well. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's a 2 for 9 knock that I love to see. And look at the kill feed. Cheese even doing his own fight. Mixture prone. Iceman spotting with those snappers to him. Okay, Human Mint got the kill, but it was Iceman's M2 for 9 that won the fight. But look at this. Like, they're so confident. Cheese wasn't even helping them. He was off shooting UCF Black on the far east edge of the zone. They're in so much trouble. They got nothing going for them besides a UAZ working as hard cover. They just barely get the res here, but shooting out the little feet there from Ogier and Crap TV, just trying to make this go up. And I think the entire UAZ might go up as well here, as that is currently looking a little bit hot. Yeah, he's super dead. What? How is he not dead? All right. I guess explosions just are just suggestions to kill people. All right, well, he's still on the eastern edge of the zone, unless his UAZ rolls out, which, would very well might, actually. Okay, he's fine as long as his UAZ just stops. If it just stops moving. You just need to stop moving. Oh, man. Oh, why are you shooting? Brad, just keep your head down, man. Oh, man, the team already has gotten 8 kills in the top 4 position, but they're looking pretty good here at the end of game 1. But I'm still just really worried about this. It's still moving, and look, they're barely on the edge. Oh, man. I think he's going to be okay, though. I think he's going to be all right. The bigger issue here is what are RIT and Liberty University Red going to do. They're both trying to vie for the same spot of the zone here on the northwest side, but Liberty University Red in particular, very flankable by ISU. Look at this. It's very hard for them to take cover against RIT and ISU at the same time. Their cover is very one-dimensional. Or is it two-dimensional? Two-dimensional. RIT, though, not going to be just tying the noose around their necks. Going to be allowing them to rotate all the way in. And actually, that might be a game-losing play for RIT, because they're hyper-aware, hyper-focused on ISU. Well, we got, like, Conan Cake and Gatlinka wrapping all the way up. And these guys, they got no cover from either direction. It's actually insane that Iceman and the rest of Rochester are actually playing this terrain. There's nothing here for them. Although, look at this little divot here. This is playable. This is technically playable for RIT if they find it. Prep TV, though, putting a lot of shots up towards RIT. But yeah, he's no longer going to be having line of sight. He's going to be shooting an occupied compound. Almost no hope of getting any knocks. And even if he does, almost no hope of that turning into a kill. Now, Liberty University, they have a time bomb going on under their butts. If they don't take down RIT right now, they'll be forced into the zone between RIT and ISU to their right. They need to kill RIT right now, and RIT knows it. They're already pre-backing the top of the hill. Koenig spotting out. He knows that he has a spot. His frags coming out. This is potentially a huge frag coming in. Oh man, but Ice has a 249 already leading the way in. But look at this, they have taken too far, or they've taken too long here. One knock from the blue, taking down Cheese, and Human getting taken down as well. And now it's only Iceman up, who's trying to avoid the fire being put out by Prap. Getting hit again. He's actually going to take down Conan Cake as well. And this one solo player, Conan Cake, or excuse me, Prap, is going to make Liberty University disengage from the RIT fight. And now at this point, oh, wait, what's going on here? Iceman 249, getting one knock. Oh, he didn't load it. He didn't load it. Oh, that's real bad news. But they will get taken down. All he had to do was flush them out. And that was it for ISU. And by the way, 4 teams drove past this compound. Why didn't you want it? What was so bad about it? What was so bad about it? It's a good compound. It's got walls. It's got multiple buildings. It's got windows. It's got everything you need. It's a game-winning spot here. And ISU, they drove all the way to the west, all the way here, all the way east, and all the way back. And the Dacia, or the UAZ, came back and was like, all right, I guess we'll stop here. And now they're winning the game with 4 players alive and 6 kills. Not a huge amount of kills, mind you, but definitely a very good position to be in. And as Phase 9 pops, oh my god, Phase 9 pops in the center of the zone. This is the center of the zone. The compound is center zoned in Phase 9. Oh man, okay. I don't know what Iceman can really do. He has no frags, no meds, no utility. He has a Dacia. Now, the shed, the center zone might be slightly toward Iceman on like the right side here of this shed. It might be around here. If he gets a Dacia and crashes into the side of the shed, he could force ISU to push him. He could be on the defensive. Let's go ahead and check this real quick. No, it's literally in the shed. It is literally on Husky. Husky dude is literally center zone. Okay, so Iceman, there's 5 up. He's proning in. They all know where he is. They're all pointed north. Iceman's just trying to prone this one out, saying, all right, maybe it's a 3-man in the shed, and there's 2 solos alive. But as he comes over this ridge, Rabbit Bear, he's going to find a quick knock here, but nah. No helmet. Didn't even have to be a bolt action. Illinois State will be getting the W with 7 kills there. Great job by Illinois State. Even if it did take me yelling at them on my mic for them to take that spot. Nice spot there. Mostly it was, I feel like a few teams could have put up a better fight at the end game there, however. There was a moment where RIT, well, they did get second place, and it was probably going to end like that either way because of the strength of a ISU spot, of Illinois spot. But there was a point in time, I already forgot their name. There was the team that was coming in on the west flank on that side of the hill. And RIT, they could have held the hill a little bit more aggressively. Gate kept that team, but at some point they went for a split. They had one guy say, okay, we're going to have, I think it was Cheese, cover the eastern fields. And we're going to have Iceman and I think it was Human Mint just cover Volcano. Just make sure that FSU coming in from the northwest do not get into the zone. And they took them down, and then they all kind of just rotated and retreated to the low ground when the zone didn't force them to do so. There was a moment in time they definitely could have just obliterated the third place team, Conan Cake and the rest of those guys, as they were coming in from the west side. They would have gotten RT would have gotten more kills, and they might have even had more plays up than the relatively passive approach they took to that end game. Otherwise, they played it very, very strong. I definitely liked honestly, I saw this a lot. I like how a lot of teams so far are going for crashes. When they see a compound, they're saying, "All right, we need this. We're gonna crash it, and if we die, we die. If we win, if we win the compound crash, then we're in a great spot going further into this game." Now, there's a lot of teams that had that reaction about compounds that were not strong, but I like the idea that they're willing to go for it. I think it's a very, very strong mentality to be in, where it's like, all right, let's just go for it. We need the compound. Let's go ahead and kill or die for it. saw it from a lot of different people. All right, so that's gonna be for my little post game analysis slash rant there. We're going to a quick break. When we come back, game 2 will be live. I'll see you guys then. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Game 2 here for the games at Collegiate PUBG Esports. I'm a little Fuzzy Seal, and I'll be once again bringing you guys the games for Game 2. Now, if you watched Game 1, it was a little ugly. Starting from the southwest inside Primoris, going up to Milta Power, caused a couple of early fights, but not as many as I would expect. People are getting pretty good in the early game at securing those vehicles, securing those rotations, and securing themselves uncontested loot spots. So if the first zone was as bad as it was and there was only one or two scuffles, I predict in this one we'd be having a lot of teams simply just dropping one squad, maybe two squads per named location if it's a little bit crazy. Although, ooh, not too many places you could go up here. Looks like we got one curving off east over toward the Sev area. One going full out for Zarky. Oh man, Aziz, Incubator, Chaotic, and Gav. I love Zarky. I don't know why I love it, because I don't care about Kameshki at all. I hate Novo, but something about Zarky. There's something about this place, man, that just makes me love it. Maybe it's a little lighthouse that's gonna load in here in a second. Bam. Maybe it's this little lighthouse. Maybe it's that car wreck. I don't know. It's just something quaint about this town. Maybe it's the boat spawns. Maybe it's the ridiculousness of the town where you'll usually have more boat spawns than car spawns to get you out of here. You have to make some really dumb decisions like rotating around all the west coast to get in zone. Maybe it's one of those things. Who knows? But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they're going to get out of this one. Looking forward further into the zone, rather. Some awkward splits here. ISU inside ruins. Definitely not a 4-man drop. Not a lot of loot on. I think they only get 1 car. So you're definitely going to want to get more loot and more vehicles here. 4 inside Watertown as well. A little more reasonable. Usually there's like a 1-3 split here with the 1 here on the side. But they'll be able to get that later. And even further east in the Rozok School area. 1 in Roz. FSU inside of school. And actually going to be spotting at Indiana University's Rubik's Cube, who is going to be just now dropping off at the east side, not having any of those shots go on past him. He's going to be getting himself a vehicle inside this garage as well. So nice stuff there. Now phase 1 is going to pop. It's going to be in a military zone. And actually I have quite a few teams that are contesting some of these farm outskirts. One of them being String Bean from Cincinnati Red, and as well as Gibberish 89 from Norwich University Alpha. Is it Norwich or Norwich? I feel like this is the kind of thing that people would be like, what is this guy talking about? Does he know anything about college? I went to community college, not really. Alright, String Bean closing the gap here. Scar in hand. Pump action on the back here. Now, not sure which one of these two... Oh, did he not know he was there? He swung so fast. It was like he almost didn't even know that Gibberish was there. I don't think he knew he was there. Okay, so now that String Bean is aware that there's a fight to be had, he's going to be playing real careful and maybe even disengaging from this entirely. Gibberish did get the Prio building, which on average does have more loot than these little 2-stories. Much easier to defend as well, so String Bean not exactly in a strong position to take a fight as he links back on over to his team, who are currently fighting the rest of Gibberish's teammates. I kind of burst specifically. Trying to get some shots up to the south towards String Bean's boys, Twiggy and co. But little hill in the way. Little hill in the way. Cakesterman receiving some fire. Webington do have line of sight. Oh, but String Bean, he's not going up to instantly link up with his buds. He's waiting to see if Webington, Cake, or Bert are going to give him a free knock if they leave their building. Now, Gibberish not doing too much. He's still sitting into the Prio here. So he has negative information. He's actually probably still calling out that String Bean's still in the compound. And that could be bad news if he gets an ambush here on one of these 3 players. As Cakeman continues to lose these knocks. Which one of these guys is hitting these shots? Ah, no, it's not Blockhead. It's Cold Boy. 2x XLR landing a lot of those. Now you gotta go back up and then you go forward. Oh, not quite. We'll get it eventually. You can do that, can't you? I can do that somehow. String Bean contending west. Bert still not watching that angle. No reason for him to. Chicken zone real quick. Now, this is a very ugly zone area around the Milta and farm outskirts would be a very, very good spot to rotate to. It looks like our boys in Fred, Janop, and the rest of Indiana University will be taking their frankly subpar looting. I think that one of their guys who only got a single compound, yet Rubik's Cube, who is still looting, to be rotating on early. Now, they do have more than enough meds to survive, so if they get an early compound, they could do a lot of the work for them as they're rotating through here. Millipanic will be following up as well from that angle. We also have Ox, Johnson, and the rest of UCF Gold, who are not gold for some awesome reason. Getting themselves a boat. Now, this is interesting here. They definitely shouldn't feel committed to one of these 2 sides of the island yet. So in this situation, securing the boat and holding the high ground might be better for them, but they're going to be going for the boat, going all in. At the very least, probably going to be continuing eastward, so they're going to be ready to go north or south when phase 2 does end up shrinking. But I would expect this going to play like 3 minutes from now. Maybe not now. Either way, they're backing up, making sure they don't beach the boat. Anyway, going on to the south, it looks like. Meanwhile, west side, looks like RIT having control of the western bridge. Cage and Ricky Bobby not going to... Oh, he is going to be coming this way. Alright, well, he's in a bit of trouble here. No one's online, it looks like. Yeah, they're not quite ready to gatekeep. They just were still getting in position. They just arrived. Cage and Ricky Bobby will be able to get by as a result, but his teammates might not have the same response here as Iceman. No 2 for on this game, but runs shots anyway. Trying to land these snap M24 shots on some of these players rotating in, but Hershey, is he chasing them? Wait, is him and... Oh my god, he's got the DP. Oh no, he hit a rock. Alright, well, they gotta go out and push and try to land some of these shots, but it's not gonna happen. Cage and Vlad and the rest of ULL will be able to cross this bridge. Is there anyone they left behind? No, there is not. All 3 players were able to make it across there. The only question is, how hard are they going to gatekeep this? Cage and Ricky Bobby with a red dot mini and a barrel with no sight. going to be providing his teammates a little bit of cover fire, but he needs to be wrapping back on down to the south, avoiding Jagood, making sure he doesn't get any free shots. And on the military island. Now this, like I was saying before, it's like 60-40 for Millie to mainland. It still could go north though. So if some of these teams that are going all in, you know, just like, oh, just start swimming, we gotta go now. Like, land ratio is not a thing. You don't have to go all in on this right now. And honestly, with how many teams are still going for this strategy, the north side has been left incredibly uncontested. Still some teams coming out of Georgie, out of the Yaz and Sev outskirts. In fact, one of the only hotspots in this zone right now is going to be the Eastern Bridge, which is not a surprise at all. This is one of the spots where you can control it. You can go north to south almost whenever you want. Cincinnati Red going to be one of the teams that are under the most pressure here as they make their way eastward. I think that's specifically Twidgy, who is under a little bit of fire to the north, but will be able to duck under this ridge line under the fire being put out by Iconic Bert and the rest of Norwich University Alpha. Still taking some fire here. Oh, they have control of a boat, but off to the south, they are being contested right now by the early boat team to see that goal. Now, if they're feeling really crazy, really mean, they will literally just blow up this boat here to the side. But it looks like that Twidgy is actually going to potentially prevent this from happening. He hasn't been spotted quite yet, but they got to be worried about their boat getting taken down here. Oh, off to the north. ISU losing player on a rotate here. Cherry bomb. Take it down. The UAZ missing a wheel as well. Oh, he spins out. He was trying to serpentine a little bit too hard, driving left, driving right. That will make you spin out though if you're missing any wheels. This is going to make Illinois State. Oh, they have nothing. They have nothing. This is a Bison with no meds. Okay, well, they're sending Husky out to get the new car. J. Cole with his fancy UMP is going to go follow him. He has he has a barrel in a UMP, so very close range still. And then Rapid Bear, he's going to be scouting off to the south. He has no idea he's walking into a foreman, though. This guy's already dead. Player in the window. Player in the window. Player in the window has not been spotted yet either way. Oh, he's just running. He's just going. And I think he saw someone. Nah, Twidgy able to get that knock there. And now J. Coles, who traded one D-wheeled UAZ for it. This time it's the front right tire. Are going to continue off to the east. Excuse me. As they go into, once again, another squad. FSU potentially waiting this exact kind of thing, and no one on the hilltops around though. Not too common a place to hold here if you're controlling these compounds. Mello might be in a good spot, but nah, ISU gonna stop short. They will not be giving FSU any free kills. Might lead into something a little bit bigger. Nah, they're gonna be playing defense here, and this is gonna give them the loot and the defensive position they need. They have only SMGs, they have no meds. They might still be in this game yet. Now, okay, this is the time to commit here to the south, but already we do have a couple of teams fighting here on the north here. Some of the only squads that are currently left on the north side that haven't committed anything bigger here. Iconic Bert here on the west side. His teammates are going to be following him in. Frags being traded on both sides. Oh, look at this. Major blockhead trying to get a flanker on the west side. Gibberish is there on the side. In the meantime, Webbington does down his teammate as well here. Gibberish trying to hold the angle on the side. Big flanks here coming out. Potentially, Webbington having his team cover in. Oh, will not get any work done. Gibberish was not holding the angle at the right time. That will result in Webbington going down. Cold Boy just shoving the barrel of his VSS in there. As another frag from Twiggy is able to take him down. All right, let me see this VSS play. Let me see this VSS play. Can he get done? Oh, he's not much. Iconic Bert. No, he does land a headshot, but no extended mag is going to be the first person to take him down. Then he will have to with the frag coming in. Oh, this might be big. Oh, but it was uncooked. Not going to be finding any value. If he was cooked a little bit, it could have taken 3 plays down. But they were able to easily react to these frags coming in. Very cool from the mag. No teammates left. He's in so much trouble. And they're going to be closing into the left and the right side very, very soon. Well, 2 plays coming in on the right side. Okay, this is winnable. Flushing out Twidgy. Now in a 1v1. Oh, he barely gets it. There was streaming coming on the flank there. But man, that was a lot scarier than I feel like it had to be. And are there still teams south contesting this? Oh, they are lucky that Ken Boy and the rest of his team left this coastal compound. If they were still here, then this might have been a full-on wipe for everyone besides maybe String Bean. Horrifying, horrifying. Very, very scary. Meanwhile, inside of the military island, we have RIT going up against Buckeye Gaming Collective. Now, this is a team that... Oh, wait. What? Wait, what? They're having some trouble with points. That's probably because they're going for a 2-2 split. 2 in the north, 2 in the south here. The rest of this team is currently getting pushed by a, no, not 3-man, a 4-man. Hershey giving them literally no respect. Just sitting out here in the middle of an open road. Saying, you're not going to peek me. These ninjas are being fragged. They haven't even landed a frag through this window yet, by the way. They just created the fences out. Oh, this one is going to land on Tejab's feet. He has no idea. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know how he's still alive, but if you go inside, these guys are in a lot of trouble here. Tejab going out the window, but Iceman was ready for that. And now it's just Warden, just me, sitting inside with the barrel. Not going to happen. That leaves only the 2 players on the northern island still alive. But hey, they might be able to survive for quite a long time here. We'll have to see. Alright. Some swimmers going over some non-swimmers. Wait, what's going on here? Are we going to have some boat action? Oh, let's see it. No, come on. I had my Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack ready and everything. Screw copyright. I have memes. Some shots will be put out here by Gobble, but he's not going to be able to land. I'm nowhere near enough. The guys are giving him a wide berth, going far, far east. And meanwhile, the swimmers go to NK, just saying, please don't look at the water too closely. In the meantime. Alright, so we did see one team cross this eastern bridge somehow. Yeah, it's FSU. They were holding the north side, so they didn't have to worry about that north at all. And as phase 3 pops, they are now find themselves in a relatively centralized spot. However, there's currently like 3 or 4 strong points that I'm looking at. And one of them, this radio tower, the broadcast tower, is currently being held by UCF Black. This is one of the strongest points, and oh my god, they even have Prap TV up top with an MK14, one of the best long-range guns in the game. He's got 300 shots here between the MK and the barrel on his back. He is looking like he's in a prime location to put out a lot of hurt here. He just needs to get the drop and the lead figured out here. As he does have some shots beginning to head his way, but this is not an easy shot to send, and it's an even harder shot to put back in. But oh man, Lucy's gonna find it! Holy Lucy Goosey. Wait, where is he? Ah, there he was. Yeah, just didn't give him any respect. The guy's head blown off. That's what happens, I guess, if you're up against Lucy Goosey. Rest of FSU. Nice stuff going on there. Now, there are still 3 teams here on the north side. Let's see, 2 making the swim. We're able to make it across there. Conan and Cake and Greta the Goat. But there is still Supreme, Yoshi, and Gatlinka, who, just in case, they all got taken down with a boating accident on the north side. But I think that they're literally dead to the zone. They do have a boat here. Supreme Yoshi, hoofing it. Gonna be trying to wile his little legs. Fast as he can go. J. Cool. Husky making their way south as well. They might be trying to nab the boat. That's going to be potential 2v2 coming out here. And J. Cole will have the high ground and the benefit of having any cover at all if that fight ends up happening. And off to the west. Ooh, nice stuff here. They were actually able to hold this boat the entire time. Squiggy trying to land the meaniest car 9 shot of his PUBG career on the crop. He's going to be left to die in either the blue or the water, whatever he decides. Back to these guys. Supreme Yoshi getting the boat and the blue. And J. Cool from ISU getting the car. He will not be picking up Husky Dude, though. Left to just tank it out. Now, this makes a little bit of sense if he has meds, but he might just die to the blue here. Oh, he just drove it into the water? Well, I guess it's in zone. Makes a little bit of sense. And then LU getting the boat. Okay, so north side mostly spoken for. Mostly uncontested as they've all found their own methods of transit across the water. As phase 3 pops, looks like the Loosey Goosey getting rewarded for his car 9 headshot. And he's going to be getting himself a crit. Now, what is inside here exactly? Groza? Not the best thing in the world. Oh, oh, look at this. Mello's going to take it from him. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's BM. Melopena getting the armor, getting the Groza if he wants. Oh, no, he's giving him the armor. There was definitely something exchanged in the comms there that made that interaction go the way it did. As phase 4 pops, we're going to be seeing a hardship to the west. Now, we have been seeing RIT in a very interesting situation against UCF Gold here. And as the situation continues to develop, this is looking very, very scary for RIT as the team in Millie base, Aziz and the rest of those, might be in a position to third-party a fight if it happens between RIT and UCF Gold. Ox Johnson's here going for a relatively soft gatekeep Not playing the edge of the zone. Still not even playing the top of this ridge line, actually. Just playing the far end of it. Not sure if I agree with the positioning, but RIT could get caught off guard by it. However, RIT, they still have a small hill that is in play. They've spotted a house. USC coming into the edge, almost getting one knock here. Now Gavin, as he's probably not going to be following him across. Oh, but here we go. Nomad knocks Johnson coming into the east side, taking him down here. Great ambush as they begin to go on the aggression. Human Mint getting taken down as well. Iceman and Cheese trying to put up some frags and other utility to stay alive. Some of them will get some hits, but oh man, a humongous red zone bringing RIT out of the game. Great plays there as UCF Gold able to take them down. All right, they now hold the west side, and that's going to be allowing USC, Aziz, Gav, as well as Chaotic to rotate into the southwestern edge uncontested as well. Gives them a lot of information as well. If they look at the kill feed, they know there's only one team over there to their west. They're not aware of British Columbia, though, coming in from the east. Now, I'm wondering how this is going to go down. 3-man coming in. They have, they keep running these bolt actions. Oh, and AR-1213 with the Vector SLR compound. This is the combo that everyone theorized could be the new meta. The AR nerf for the SMG buff didn't go quite as insanely as people thought it would go. A lot of people still using the M4s, but some people like AR-1213 do rock this very, very, I guess I would call it like an eclectic loadout. Very, very strange. Very, very good at close range. Very, very good at like those mid-range and long-range moving shots. There isn't much it's really bad at besides this very, very awkward range where you want to use the Vector, but it's not quite in range. They switch to your SLR, and then you're already getting sprayed on by an AR. Oh, what's going on here? Push for in the center of the zone for a compound. Looks like it's just down to Prep TV already. He was holding a tight angle on the second floor. Barrel in hand. Oh, he gets one knock there. Oh, man, look at this. There's just so much crap back here you can get stuck on. It's not going to happen. But, oh, FSU, they hear these shots, and they want to get in on the action as well. They're somehow not getting contested by the high ground team. Oh, man, this is actually kind of scary. FSU, they have zero respect for the high ground team. With Lucy Goosey firing the opening shot here and not finding a knock. Indiana University realizing that there is going to be another team coming. They need to get back up on their feet right away here. Mixer and Mello at the Wizzy. Oh, you can make that jump. Oh, that's real nice and Goosey. Oh, he almost got a knock. I couldn't wait for the spray, but definitely a very good idea. As Gobble Gobble going for some loot, but he needs to get back and help his team right away here. As Toxic is already down. J-Knock trying to hold his ground on the right side. We'll be able to find one knock. No frags gonna be taking him down either. Great defense so far from Indiana University, from that ambush that was coming in from the side here. If they can just hold their ground, they will be able to gatekeep FSU. But look at this, Lucy Goosey with a very cheeky angle. We'll be able to get a knock there on to Rubik's Cube. He can even go between these buildings. I believe that we have a third party potentially coming out here as well while this is going on. The frags coming in from It's Your Wi-Fi. We'll be able to get some of these flushes, which is going to slow this fight down a little bit. Neither team really pressured by these reses, as Rubik's Cube should be able to get up as well. All right, both teams almost at 100%. Goosey going for a wide flank. Mixer pushing on in. It's Your Wi-Fi contesting the third party off to the south. Now, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of this. This is putting a lot of pressure on their teammates to take a 2v3. Mixer finding a little bit of damage to Rubik's Cube. Both players low HP. Rubik's closing the gap here, trying to go for this. Oh my god, this guy is just a master of these cheeky angles. Could he wrap and actually shoot this? No, he can't shoot into the window here. So he's just on the rooftop here. He can't really get much done from here, though. Okay, maybe able to find J-Knock. Mixer pushing him in. Scar versus M4. M4 theoretically better, but when he got Pika's advantage, it's a hell of a gun there. Doesn't even feel like he has to reload, and Goosey taking on Gobble Gobble, left this building trying to help his teammate out, leaving only Rubik's alive inside of this building here. What is his play going to be? He's going for the attic play as well. We have seen this play out more than one time, and he's going to get taken down as well. Mixer getting a second kill of the game. FSU getting their 5th kill of the game. With the kind of aggression they've had so far, I'm surprised they only have 2 kills, or 5 kills, excuse me. 2 kills in the mixer. There will be FSU cleaning up the eastern edge, but it is just an edge. And as we see and kind of take stock of what's going on in the game outside of that, it's looking like we have 2 different teams that are trying to take control. UCF Gold here on the side, and then we have Cincinnati Red on the east. Now there is another team coming in there, Louisiana Lafayette. They're trying to make their way in, but they have currently pinched themselves. Cajun Vlad trying to cover the east side from the guy that took down So Bored, who's currently bleeding out. And then Cajun Ricky Bobby making his way west. Might be trying to deal with the shots from UCF Gold that he hears. Seeing kill on Premium. Running around, lining up those shots. Land at least one more. Nah, he will not be able to find it there. Well, Cajun Vlad, yeah, they have left So Bored for dead. As he gets flushed out by gas. Blowing up the UAZ for good measure. No, they will be able to. Oh, watch out! Oh, watch out! Gatlinka almost got hit by that. And that's actually going to be some unfortunate lack of cover they will not have the play off of. As Supreme Yoshi still across this road here. Ooh, he's actually just dead. Couldn't quite find a safe spot with the prone on. I believe he could have found one if he looked around a little bit more. Oh, but look at this Gatlinka getting the knock onto Ox Johnson. Follow up, follow up. Ah, not quite. This is going to take a very quick reaction. And with the third party coming from ULL on the right side, this is going to be probably allowing the res to come out from UCFG. No, but look at this. Big flank here coming from Cincinnati Red. If they get all 4 players online and find a knock, at least 1 or 2 knocks, this is going to be a humongous start as they take out one of the only other 4-man, no, the only other 4-man in this game, if this ambush happens soon. Sliding out one. Shots coming out. Finding 1 knock on the ambush. Second one coming in from String Bean as he takes the head off Ox Johnson, going for the fall as well. Gatlinka will be able to get a trade there on the side. And as they aggress on the left, Major Blockhead will get taken down on that angle. It's also Kenboy doing a great job on the defense right now, stopping the push of Cincinnati Red in its tracks. And now all of a sudden, there's no other 4-mans left in this game. All right, Nomad, medkit popped. Trying to push in here on the far left flank here of Cincinnati Red. Twidgy and Coldboy in trouble. Oh man, he doesn't have good information on what's going on here. Oh, he's been spotted out. His teammate getting from the back of it. Well, he's not even firing at a person. He has no idea where these guys are at. Going for those flushes. In the meantime, Kenboy trying to link back up with his teammate. Oh man, this is real scary here. 3 different teams all encroaching on the situation. They're all role-playing. It's a duo game. We're off to the northeast. FSU, the only 3-man left in this game. Old boy through the trees, spotting out. Kenboy taking him down. Bring this into a 1v2 Nomad here. Chucking some frags. That is not going to have any bearing on this fight. He's got 4 left, going down to 3. He's trying to chuck and find some value before he gets hit in the back. UCFD do have 10 kills already, so this is not a bad game for them by any means, but 6th place as far as placement goes. Not quite where you want to be, and that's going to be no matter what using his last grenade. Maybe a little bit too crazy there. Oh, is that a Fire Emblem reference? Oh, I hope it is. PM me if that's a Fire Emblem reference. That's awesome. Alright. Where do they go here in the south edge? And it looks like off to the north we have another fight breaking out as Twidgy and Coldboy have rotated from one fight into another, but Coldboy, SLR headshot finding him. That was Coldboy, not Twidgy that was able to get that one. 5 kills with this nerd alone, and 3 for Twidgy. These guys, definitely the power horses of Cincinnati Red. Alright, in the meantime, FSU, the 3-man, taking control of center zone with 9 left alive. This has effectively put them in a 3v6 with Phase 7 currently coming out here. There's definitely a lot of time left in this game, which means that there's a lot of incentive for the teams that are left, the duos and solos that are left, rather, as we see here, only duos and solos, to just play edge. If they all go for this play style, this is going to let FSU take control of this game, which they rightly should be able to with the numbers advantage they have. We'll see, though. Maybe there is a particularly aggressive 2-man team that once they can test it, and if there was one, I would predict it to be Twidgy and Coldboy, who, yeah, they've actually spotted out. It's your Wi-Fi here. Oh, it's a 3 helm, though. You can't get that one shot. Twidgy, you need to find a new target. Coldboy letting his teammate get this opening knock here. He's focused on It's Your Wi-Fi. He cannot get this knock, though. All right, his teammate landing some of them. Ah, no follow-up there. And now Loosey Goosey spotting out Twidgy on the side as we're forcing Twidgy back into cover. Luckily, a knock will not happen. And actually, as we do see Lucy Goosey and Wi-Fi try to flank left, Jukel from Illinois State here coming in from the north could be able to get a free kill here. He technically has LOS as it continues off to the side. Oh, aimless at Cold Boy. 11th kill, taking on Nomad Wrath. Securing 5th place in another kill point. That's 2 points to their name with 1 shot. Very, very scared for Cincinnati Red. They're currently contesting FSU, which is a 3-man to their east, and they might be flanked here in a sec by the 2-man to their south here. This is going to be Greta the Goat and Gatlinka that could potentially get themselves an easy 3rd, maybe even 2nd place here if they engage at the right time. Either way, I don't see Twidgy and Coldboy getting out of this game unless you throw a random smoke grenade over there. Okay, that's going to be a warning sign here for Twidgy. Definitely a little necessary. I don't think Cincinnati Red was aware of anything going on over there. And now they're going to be hard. Yeah, they spotted this. Oh my god. Don't throw grenades. You don't have to, folks, or else Twidgy's going to blow your head off. Take it down, Greta the Goat. Grenade, follow up. I don't think it's going to go far enough. Oh no, I think it might. Oh my god, a beautiful grenade from Twidgy there. Well, FSU sending Coldboy off to the east, making sure they don't get pushed in here by FSU. This is a big risk, though, as the M24 shot's coming in. That's going to one-shot his level 2 helmet there. Needs to be careful as phase 8 pops. Phase 9, dead center is pretty much the middle of this grid mark right there. Relative advantage positionally to Cincinnati Red. FSU just have to move a little bit further. It's only a little bit, though. The real question... Okay, so we know that Gatlinka is probably going to play solo there for a while. Play prone, play quiet. What in the world is ISU going to have their solo do? As they're coming down here, he's going to be crawling in. Very few bushes. If this guy, all you got to do is peek this terrain. You're going to spot him. Oh, man. Yeah, that is not cover. That is not cover, friend. That is not cover. Lucy Goosey getting his 2nd kill. There you go. Of the game. Top 3. Not much else he could have really done there. Now FSU here. They're trying to find these shots onto UCA. Surprised they're not taking more of them with these bolt actions. Just any snapshot you can, any knock you get could end the game right there. But Cincinnati Red allowed to stay in all the way to top 3, getting 12 kills in the meantime. 6 to Cold Boy, 4 to Twitch. They've gotten most of these as a 2-player. Top of that western edge. Bring it down low. Gatlinka showing some signs of life here, but return fire there. And if they go too ham on him, oh, FSU could come in for the flank, but no, it was actually FSU in the first place who wanted that kill for themselves. Mixer able to find that one. Well, Lucy Goosey playing it slow, waiting for phase 9. They got 6 grenade smokes as well. So this could still be an easy push here for FSU. How many frags do these 2 players have? 1, 0. Ooh, Cincinnati Red. They are not going to be able to effectively stop a smoke push from FSU. If they just smoke up this entire area, they will not have the frags here to stop anything real from happening unless there's a big mistake either with the smoke clouds themselves or the way the players use them. Here you go. Like 8 smokes coming out here. Goosey coming in around the right. Mixture playing the high ground. Not much of this is being contested currently by Cincinnati Red as they are continuing here around the north side of the zone, around the right flank. Playing it very slowly. I think a frag with Twidgy, not flinching. He's not watching the right angle. Lucy Goosey's fighting with the left. Ah, that might be it. Twidgy going down. Cincinnati Red needs to find a humongous amount of frags with this grenade. He's going to be going in. Frag not finding anything. SLR spray coming out. He tried. He really did. But it is going to be the numbers advantage and a great smoke cloud play to end the game. Esports at Florida State able to finish that off, and they played that very pretty awesome, actually. It's honestly a little bit of a shame that they only ended up with 3 kills. We saw multiple times they were taking very aggressive positioning. Phase 1 and 2, they were the team that was controlling the eastern bridge, trying to go for any gatekeeps. No one came. No one at all, essentially, until after they left to the other side of the bridge. Other side of the bridge, they were getting a lot of great return fire. They're being very aggressive, claiming whatever crates they could find, but they still never really got pushed. No one went for any hard crashes, mostly because everyone that was already across the river they hadn't used their cars to get across. Everyone had either swam or boated. Let's say everyone, I mean, like most of the teams. And by the end of the game, there were no vehicles essentially in play. In fact, I'm just trying to think about it. I think I saw one. I think I saw one vehicle in play at the entire final 12 teams that were in that situation. So that definitely, not having vehicles definitely forces you into a certain kind of play there. And I think that play style that the rest of the server used made FSU not get as many kills as they wanted. Because we saw their play style. We saw them. They were taking pushes. They were taking compounds. Whenever there's a third-party potential, FSU was there to capitalize on it. And it wasn't always the cleanest thing in the world. But that shows that, hey, regardless of the kind of fight they're getting into, if there's a fight that they think they can win, they're going to go for it. And so, having a team with that aggressive of a play style, I'm surprised to see they didn't get more kills. But like I was saying, it's because other teams didn't go for their vehicle-heavy play styles that FSU's positioning was specifically employed to prevent and to punish. All right, so we're going to be going to a quick break. When we come back, Game 3 will come to you guys soon. As a reminder, I'm a little fuzzy seal. Love bringing you guys these games, casting, producing, and observing, and whatnot. Hopefully, I can give you guys another good show in Game 3. I'll see you then. Apologies, that was my blip. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 here at today's set of Collegiate PUBG Esports Games. I'm Little Fuzzy Seal. Let's go ahead and get right into it and check out this plane path that we have for us today. West to northeast. Nice and simple. Going to be staying away from Millie Island this time around, which, based on the plane path and zone we just had, going to be a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Haven't had anything too crazy in the hot drops besides farm continually is just hot every time. Definitely want to be seeing the teams that continue dropping here as some sort of quote-unquote safe spot go somewhere else. It's not good loot. There's very minimal car spawns in the areas that are being dropped. It's like unworthy of a contestant as well. So I kind of want to see some teams that are continually dropping in the farm and farm outs, which find something new, whether it be Kameshki, Milta Power, Novo strats, something. It's not worth it. Not worth it in the slightest. Might have you having a South George hot drop as we have two teams going for the South George area. Maybe the boys in pink holding short for the hospital and South George outskirts. Ooh, are they going across? Well, they're gonna try. It's not gonna work. If you're going across, you really want to get these car spawns rather than try to just stretch a parachute. It's not going to work. And even going for split strategies at this point, very, very scary to see. With their third player not going for... you got to get all four across. Oh, man. Okay, UCF Black definitely floundering a little bit as the strategy in the early game is going to result with Bat Swarm being left behind, left alone here. Oh. Oh no! Cajun Black from ULL, like winning the drop for the car. We'll be able to bring that on back to his buddies back in Rozak as they continue to loot up their continuously uncontested location. Looking around elsewhere, farm uncontested. And no one went to the southeast as well, but I think that there's nothing really contested. So yeah, these guys are... They're developing, they're evolving, but Greta the Goat is still going to be in a horrible spot as UCF Gold is going to be surrounding Greta the Goat. Conan Cake running for his life, and Greta the Goat can be buying him some time. SKS Bison being used here. Ooh, Bison over a deep. Ooh, interesting decision. Shots coming over here. Max Johnson potentially ready to take them out. No helmet here for Greta. I don't think they're gonna get any more buildings. This looting is mostly for show at this point, I gotta say. Popping the energy, they know what's coming. Potential push from UCFG here. Where can you really go? I guess they could just dead or they just run east. Just book it. I don't think anyone has eyes to it on it technically, but Greta can't know that. As the window breaks, any reaction from UCFG? Smoke's beginning to come out. All right. Greta's going to be going for it here. Wait for the smoke. Don't let Span take you out. Alright, if they get over this ridge, this is the first part of a long process to get out of town, but they might be able to make it. Okay, okay. That's progress. That's progress. Now, what's the reaction here? Uh-oh, Span's going to be getting eyes on them. M4 irons. Just get the 3x on. Making sure on single fire. One headshot will end this fight. They have no armor. They have no helmet. Oh, and Nomad already on the ridge line as well. I think that this is it for Greta the Goat. A decent reaction so far, but the smoke kind of showing them your intentions. Trying to make for the interior of the shed and make them part of the frag. Ah, and there it is. Molotov couldn't get anything done. Greta the Goat going down. Liberty University going down to 3 men. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what's going on. Bajinki they're continuing to be claimed by RIT. South George, no insane pushes coming out from Bin Sky and the rest of UC Black, who are pink this time. Are the colors random? The colors might be random. Colors aren't random. Interesting. Either way. Hospital split being used here. So they're more than happy with the loot they have without going for Bat Swarm. He's going to be rotating around over the bridge towards his team anyway. Definitely do not want to get caught out. And considering there's an entire team inside of George, and then another one inside of the crates, no way you rotate out here to the east. If you do, it's going to be lucky. So, decent follow-up decision from Bat Swarm. Hopefully he'll be able to get to his team in time. Looking at center zone, Chaotic, getting himself a crate and center zone. Is he even aware of the crate's presence? Is he looking for it? He was in a compound. There's an with a 15x scope and level 3 armor. Come on, see it. I don't think he's gonna. He might not know it's there. Otherwise, he'd be going for it, man. This would be high priority loot if he knew it was there. I think it's gonna chill here for a while. Oh, he has no idea. Does he have a helmet? Does he have a helmet? He has a level 2 helmet. He's not gonna get it. Okay, well, no no armor. That sucks. All right, one of our rotating teams, T-Chabs, going by the school apartments area. Lucky Gaming collecting a little bit closer. We'll be losing the tie there on the UAZ. And jumping on out with him as well as Coca-Cola. Sprays coming out will not be able to land on to either player as they continue up the hill. FSU on a full-on push. Loosey Goosey sending Coca-Cola back into cover as he tries to hold his ground. But Mello on the right is almost certainly going to flush him out there. Doesn't even need a frac. He actually has LOS. Nice little laser sight. It is Loosey Goosey as he look at that knock, though. I mean, the laser looks really sexy in third person, actually. I actually really like that shot. T-Chab is going to be rotating off to the east. Don't rotate past school. He'll die. Oh, what's going on here? Couple guys going for center compound. Indiana University. Realizing this is an occupied compound. But wait, they're going back in. Is this a crash? This is a pretty insane crash. And as J-Dot flanks Incubator, this is a successful first knock. They're going to be sending more players where that came from as well. As the rest of USC, they're all deep on the defensive. Aziz here is on the close angle here. On the adjacent prio to hold this. But any knocks that happen in favor of Indiana University, they're not going to get res. They're going 1 for 1 in each one of these buildings. Oh my god, I think this is going to work too. This is a very hard compound to crash, but I really like the play here coming up from Indiana. Let's see how long South Carolina can hold it. As Aziz in the first floor, his buddies here across the way. Still rocking these bolts, still holding these off angles. Essentially letting Aziz play close angles. Oh, they're breaching his building from the windows. Aziz has no idea. He does not know they're in his building right now. He doesn't know what these sounds are. It's gonna be real apparent when the doors start opening here. Oh man, they're in. Oh yeah, he knows. He knows. Thank goodness. 2 players in. Jinop at the door. Oh man. When are they gonna pull the trigger? Not yet. They might be aware of him holding the angle. Good reaction so far from the team. Gobble gobble. Brings these shots. Oh, and a nice 2-way push there will result in a knock at the J-Knock with the finish from Gobble. Great stuff. J-Knock should be getting res here, while Rubik's Cube and Toxic just continue to hold these angles, disallow any pushes from across this road here. Very, very nice stuff here from Indiana University. Just doing exactly what they got to do to make these pushes work. Spot his teammates' corpse there. Chaotic trying to get some shots out. Gav taking some fire from across. Third party coming on by. Yeah, they have nothing to do with what's going on here. Send some shots their way, but Norwich University Alpha more interested in rotating. Oh, a knock here. Is USC going to make a move? It's very hard to. Oh, no, it's going to be Toxic Marker who gets in position to go for a humongous flank if USC decides to push across. But that's not going to happen. As him and Rubik's take the building, get themselves ready for a deeper flank. Gavin Chaotic holding the angle. Rest going for Indiana as well, so this is just going to be a little bit of time bought for Chaotic and Gav, nothing more. South Carolina in a little bit of trouble here. Phase 2 popping. Hard shift to the southeast. They're still in play, but not for too much longer. In the meantime, RIT and a few other teams have made their way to center zone. These are some prime locations that we're seeing here. Okay, we'll check that out in a sec. They're inside shelter right now, though. All right, Indiana not going in quite yet. They're still healing, still looting. They're still letting the Sims do their work. So they're gonna be chilling here for a little bit here, unless Rivers finds a knock. All right, we're gonna be leaving this fight and see what else is going on. Shabs GG getting shots on the rotating UCF Gold Nomad Wrath. going on by, while Span, Cargo, Kenboy, and Johnson going to be following suit here. Nice rotate for them so far, avoiding a lot of the fire, avoiding a lot of the hot spots as well. A lot of the interior compounds are already taken, however. A little worried for the chances here. You see Nomad Wrath actually going back over towards the Lipovka area. Oh, and UCF Black, they keep jumping by this compound and they keep not getting punished for it because there's 2 teams inside of it. Very, very interesting situation there for sure. As USC still holding on there. Let's take a quick stock of what's going on in Center Zone here. Alright, Highlander Gaming, 1 of 3 men. Currently poached up here in some of the prior buildings. Once again, the third player is going to be seen there. Alright, going for a 1-3 split. Garage and a 2-story held by Iceman there. Off to the north, we have Webbington and Iconic Burt going for their own splits. Very hard to work, or to make these work. If they have bikes, it's strong. If they don't have bikes, it's very weak. If they have no vehicles, it's obviously the weakest because they might have rotated here and then it gets real ugly. Alright, they got a DOS it. So they're relying on cake and gibberish for these rotates. And looking further east, we also have Cincinnati Red, Cold Boy, Twitchy, and Stream Bean, which are names I feel like I say a lot here. Holding Milta Small. That's a weird bug. Alright, more teams rotating on in. Conan Cake. Boys in yellow off to his right, taking some shots there. But I believe that him and Getlinka, despite driving some of the most exposed vehicles in the game, will be able to get on in here. Now, if they go for a crash with the small, this is going to be bad news bears, as there's already a team inside. And if they continue even further south, they're kind of running out of places to go. They will going to keep on going, though, using the road. Now, they have their, a lot of options here. Interesting. What is going on here? He killed us even with the frag. He almost got shot by Iceman in the process. And Iceman's even going to be able to find him. Oh my god, what is going on here? Okay. No, okay. I don't know what happened there, but it was definitely not what they wanted to have happen. Where is their third anyway? Oh, what's going on here? I think they got a knock. They got a knock. Oh, chaotic dying in the Play-Doh. Sure, they're a little bit too late, but it looks like Indiana University will be able to finish off this fight here. Janov, Rubik's, and Gobble Gobble alive. Oh, let's say they did lose Toxic Marker in the process as well, though. The shots going to come out here from the north side. They're going to have to find some cover here. And if the walls weren't strong enough, they're just going to be... That's a little overkill, Indiana. Calm down. That's 3 smokes for a building you're in. Just calm down. And they're like 300 meters away. Oh, God. Phase 3. Keeping about 1/3 of the zone in water. Oh, this is real scary here. A lot of compounds that were previously considered to be quite strong here in the Milta Power area now have been forced out of play. Milta as well completely empty. So all these teams that are playing here on the west side, they're just kind of been dueling for a while. A lot of reasons for them to just get in their cars and YOLO into Milta. Just go for a big on crash there. Ooh, I don't think these guys have any vehicles. They're just rocking them over on foot. Dan Hoffer trying to find himself this cheeky M24 frag. Could be hard to find it, but they do have some nice stuff going on here as they continue south here. Following this long ridge line all the way into zone. UCF Gold rotating on by. We'll be able to get by a lot of these teams that are playing on foot. Finding some priors on the edge there. We'll be able to find some stuff there. ISU still playing Quarry as well. I think this is one of our last teams coming in. Wait, oh, they have finally emerged from shelter. Quavop and T-Traps coming in at phase 3 with 1 DPS blue going into 3 DPS blue in phase 4. Finally coming in, they will be able to get 1 kill into Saint. And T-Traps coming in as well. Oh man, yeah, AR 12-13 and Shabs. Not much they can really do about this besides continue to rotate in. Reinforcements coming on in. They're going to be leaving in, trying to hang the British Columbia flag into this game as long as they can. Oh boy, what's going on here? JNOP, big UP here. UCF Black Going for the gatekeep. Are they going for a crash? Oh, it doesn't matter what they're going for. They're going to die in the process. He's going to get flushed out real quick. That's going to be leading Rubik's Cube and Gobble to rotate on to the east around Milta Small here, which has since been vacated, by the way. As they continue on to the south. One of the teams that are getting slightly benefited by the hard shift to the south here. Oh boy. Looks like we have a little bit of pressure that is beginning to be put here onto the boys in green. Newark University Alpha. The split here on the northwest. Gibberish 89 and Cakesterman now getting pressured here on the northwest. Oh, they're actually going to find the knock here on the Gibberish as well. Cakesterman. He's got smokes. He could use those, but this... Oh, he's not even going to use them. He's going to hope his team can make the crawl, and they definitely can't. Gibberish, there's multiple people at multiple angles that had eyes on that crawl in. And as phase 4 pops, oh god, we're seeing what happens when land ratio is on in play. There's half of the zone that is currently in water. Very little playable terrain left. And now the fuse was definitely lit for Illinois State as they're trying to just rush in, but they're getting hit on multiple angles. I don't even know where they're getting shot from right now. It's I think it's the far team there from NU. As Cakesterman trying to send some more fire. Got a big flank here on the right by Rapid Bear. We'll be forcing him back into his building. Nork holding strong. 3 teams currently in a decent position. 4 if you include Demonic Pancakes here, hiding under his boat there on the side. Gobble Gobble, Rubik's Cube from Indiana University. Just now arriving on the southern shoreline. We'll be able to hold that for a long time, uncontested. UCF Black. Coin and Cake and the rest of Liberty University Red. We do hear UCF Black pull up there on the side. I believe this is Cincinnati Red. Yep, there it is. As they... Ooh, where are they going? They're holding one of the only incumbents in play. Where are they going here? This is a little scary. Going for the center zone, but oh, there's another team going for this exact same play at the exact same time. No, they're going to be getting there first. Now, Cold Boy, what play is left for him to do? They're actually going to contest this, but the second they get out of their cars, they start getting shot in the back. At this point, they might want to turn around, and if they don't, they're going to be forced to go plateau. Nomad Wrath going for a prone drop shot after Twidgy takes him down to cover. Twidgy looking for that full seeing a bike. That is indeed a bike. Oh man, he's not getting too much done. Spotting out Nomad there on the side. We'll be able to let the headshot and take him down. But while it is going on, his entire team was taken down. Cold Boy, Flush, String Bean taken down to low HP and down. UCF Gold did have their own player lost, but oh, what's going on here? I think there was Batstone at the far left is able to take him down, and yeah, he's already dead. There's no way he gets out of this. Too much fire, too many angles. Only thing that's keeping him alive right now is him being on the move, and the second he stops moving, he will be taken down by one of these 2 players off to the side as soon as they find this shot. Oh, he did get the first aid kit off, though. Alright, this is a miracle he's alive. He's actually going to be able to use these smokes here that were being used by UCF. Oh, he's actually going to be able to knock. No! Wrath will turn on him. Twidgy flubbing the start of the spray there. Definitely the nerve is coming out. But UCF, oh man, they are taking some hits here. 2 teams are going to play for the high ground in the zone and getting taken down by, well, the teams that were around the high ground. FSU, one of the many teams here inside Milta. Oh god, look at this. Look at Milta right now. 2 teams here ready to gatekeep. Technically the boys in pink here, Cincinnati or UC Black here, are in a prime position. The headshot. Shots blocked by the fence. Now this is a horrible start here for ISU as they're not in zone. They're the only team here that isn't in zone. All eyes will be on them. If they have any smokes, they need to use them right now, but I don't think they're quite aware of how bad this condition is. As the zone comes in, 3 DPS blue chunks. Oh, and they're actually going to cross the road. No one's watching this. No one's watching it. They're able to get all the way across. They're still flanked by ULL. I think that Vlad could figure that out soon. Cage Ricky Bobby can figure that out. And as Jacko comes over the wall, Cherry will be taken down here. Now phase 5 has popped. Once again, keeping the water in play. Hard shift after hard shift to the south in this game, by the way. Continuing to keep water in play. Now, we're going to be leaving Milta here for a sec here. Trying to catch catch up on what's going on elsewhere. RIT with the only 4 main teams left again in this game, making their way to the south on foot here. And a lot of our coastal teams still going to be slowly making their way in as well. So RIT have put themselves in a good spot here to gatekeep teams coming in from Milta, but they first need to take out Quap. And it looks like they won't actually be able to immediately do so. Spotting out T-Tabs here on the right side. Cars rotating right on by. And off to the west. Oh man, it's a bloodbath here as well as Mixer getting pushed by the full force of Cajun from Louisiana Lafayette. Getting the initial knock. They have now officially breached Florida State's compound, but they can't stop here. They got to keep going. Spotting out one player top. Even closer. There is Panda across the side. Oh, they don't have these frags. He's so bored. He needs to go right now. Wi-Fi is going to take him down. And that spray, I believe the spray from Wi-Fi taking everyone down besides Vlad, who was finished off by the zone. Great geeky from FSU. But now what options do they have left? Oh, they do have a boat. They could drive to the boat. That's a play and a half right there. 3 players in the UAZ, barely in time. Panda trying to get this med off. Oh, he hurts him. Just hit the F button. Just hit the F button. Oh, no. And him being at low HP is going to make this fight against RIT very hard. They're not going for the boat. They're going all in here. Going to rotate around this Lucy. He's trying to rotate around RIT, but I don't think he can make this happen. If you don't get shot out of the car, it's going to go up in flames. It's so low, but there aren't many people shooting it, really. From RIT, anyway. And this wizard tower, is it in play? Not quite. Not quite. But hey, it's something for the next 10 seconds. Oh man, and over this ridgeline, there's already Conan Cake who's gonna stop this in its tracks. Wi-Fi getting taken down, the grenades going over this ridge. Might take down the already battered and bleeding FSU players. How long can they hold on? Oh, this frag. Oh, that's it. Loosey Goosey taken down. Mellapanda going on in. Fourth, RIT at his back. The new team to his front. Liberty University Red taking him down, getting fed those kills. Conan Cake, Spring Yoshi, and Gatlinka still barely in with this small divot here. Still getting suppressed as well, though, by UCF Black. This is going to be very, very hard for the boys in the green-yellow color to move there on the edge. They're going to be putting their smokes out, about 6 or so already. Suppressing fire by Prep TV and Co. Very effective. They only even have 2 players up here contesting this. The other 2 off to the south are currently keeping tabs on the coastline, ready to protect the team if and when they have to rotate in. Now it looks like as these smokes begin to dissipate, the time to move is going to be now. The boys in green, and they're going to be rotating around to the north, not using these smokes very much. We'll get spotted out, but once again, lack of DMR is going to make contesting this a little bit suboptimal. As Batsman not even landing a single one, guys. Just use DMRs, folks. Just use DMRs. It's a knock right there if you use a DMR, and he gets begin to get shot back by Gobble Gobble from Indiana University off to the southwest. He's going to be forced back into cover. Can't get too much done. And now, all of a sudden, this 2-2 split is looking like they might get punished here for playing here with so few players. Check up some frags over the ridgeline, but they could not stop the boys in green from pushing them. Do have a bike ready for just this thing. Batswim, get in. You got to go. Okay, looks like he wasn't quite sure what the play was. He's going to be staying here. And he's going to be going down as well. Oh, Prep did pull up, though. Suppressed barrel, very safe gun. But very, very hard to control. Everyone's not aware of where Gatlinka was, and that's going to be a flush there. Some cover fire, some vengeance fire is being put out here by Ogate and Bondsgrab. I believe that without their teammates alive, they actually have almost, they can't even play anymore. This little tiny divot here is the last thing they have. As we go off to the west here. Indiana University actually getting contested very effectively by Kvavop and T-Tabs. Did they take both these 2 players down? Oh my god, they did! Kvavop the god! As Buckeye Gaming Collective with an AUG in hand actually make the play up in the low ground, and they have potentially just taken one of the strongest spots in the game. 2 vehicles in play here, relatively centered compared to the other edge teams here on the shoreline. And there's still Demonic Pancake. Pen in hand, ready for action. Oh, what's going on here, though? Okay, a lot of stuff being sent toward Liberty University. I didn't expect this to happen to them, actually. I thought that they were one of the teams that could have made a big play here, but they exposed themselves just a little bit too much, a little bit too early. I don't think this is even... Oh, it's barely in zone. Nope. Going to Cake, last player up as Ogie, despite not getting the knock, will be able to get the kill. And still in phase 7, some water is still in play, and Conan Cake obviously in trouble, but also a team that we haven't seen much of this game, RIT. Who their spot in the shoreline has now been forced out. They're going to be forced to move into the waiting arms of BGC. However, from what I've seen from RIT, very, very strong team. They hit the shots they need to as they begin making their move to the north. And BGC, they're not even really watching this as they begin to get fragged from the east side here. That didn't have to happen. They could have used those. They could have used those. Oh man, that's a little unlucky. Well, they did it. It's not luck. Oh, but look at this. Bond's got able to get the knock into Hershey. Rez coming out here from Human Mint. No ammo left on that M16. Watch out. As Cheese comes in on the low ground. Might be able to make the exact same play that BGC did. Have they heard him yet? I don't think so. Frags coming out here. What, is that a smoke? Definitely a smoke here. Cheese wrapping around. Labs. Heat traps not spotting him out yet. That smoke from the grenade. And oh, the mini spray coming out. You gotta land this. You gotta get the kill. No! I'm not sure if that was him trying to style on him, but that spray with the mini just lost RIT potentially the game. As in round with top 5, phase 7, they have almost nothing left in the zone that can be counted as cover. Hershey, no frags, no smokes. He's got nothing. Oh, but the knock on the cheese traps. He's back in. All right, he's gonna be making his way up. Kravop has been forced into the low ground here. And Hershey looking like after he gets that knock, doesn't even want to play the shoreline anymore. Wants to continue off to the north, but once again, the zone does not have to leave water. It could just as easily stick to the southwest as it could hug the north. And he's decided to hug the north. As Kravop gets the res. Now, this is the only duo, and these guys, there's no team that needs these points more than Buckeye right now. They're sitting with 53 right now, deep in the standings at 22nd. If they get a win here, this would be huge. Kravop and T-Chabs definitely putting on a humongous show this game. Just hanging on time after time, but now they've lost their vehicles, and this is actually going to punish them in a really, really big way. There's a little bit more shoreline that can be played here. That's going to be potentially contested here by Bondsguard if they try to run up to the west, though. Nice shots from Drop so far. Forcing Bondsguard to cover. Hershey as well, let to crawl in. Conan Cake doesn't have to move. Oh, what is Demonic Pancake's going to do? I thought he was trying to the zone after all this time. You got to make a play, man. All right, 2 for 9 in hand. Starts to come out. He did not spot Bondsguard on the right side. Bondsguard spotted him jump into that water, though. That's going to take up a little bit of his time. Oh, frag in hand. Oh, this might be it for Demonic Boy. As he is spotted out. Oh. Pancake spotting him. Oh, he's going to be able to get all the way to the side. Rick from the M249 is going to take him to pieces. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. T-Traps getting mowed apart as well. And now all of a sudden exploding from the island is Demonic Pancakes with the M249. Can he do it again, though? There is Gavop here. He's been put on a real nice show with the AUG. Spawning out Pancake. No! He couldn't make the magic happen. And now T-Traps should be able to get rezzed. But... oh, you got to make a play off of this, Conan. Conan, you're in... oh, he didn't... he was not reading the kill feed effectively enough. If he saw what was going on, he could have made a play for something a little bit centered up, a little bit close to his zone. But now, with no smokes, with nothing to his name, he's on the edge. The zone might just kill him straight off. Oh, no. He's already dead, man. Taking some shots here at the Vop and T-Chabs, but he's on the edge. They know exactly where to look. He took his clothes off as well for some reason. Interesting. Alright, Kravop. Oh, a double tap headshot. He's gonna get 1 kill. No, confirm the kill. Oh man, let's see what he gets done. T-Dub's gonna find him, so he's not gonna get the kill. He's not gonna get the first place. But Buckeye Gaming Collective will get themselves a 9-kill victory for themselves. Great showing from Kvop. But my boy, Demonic Pancake, I gotta give him huge props. M249's my favorite gun, most underappreciated crit gun in the game, and he made some real magic happen with it. Also, as well, at the end of the game there, a lot of teams being unable to make it to the end as a 4-man squad. No one's really able to take control of it. For a sec, I thought that, oh man, what team was it? Yeah, Supreme Yoshi and the rest of the second place team. I thought they could have maybe gotten something going there on that northeastern edge, but they were torn to pieces by RIT to their west, and honestly, all the shoreline teams just peppering them with fire from every angle. They didn't respect it quite fast enough. They got knocked. They couldn't get into cover because there's only one spot that was actually in cover. No smokes as well did result in them going down to a single player who was able to clutch out the second placement for them though. All right, that's going to be it for game number 3. When we come back, the next game here at Collegiate Esports will be coming to you guys live. I'm Little Fuzzy Seal, and I will see you guys then. My mistake. The games are actually done for the day. I did not look at the schedule for what was going on today. But there'd be 6 instead of 3. My mistake. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the games. They had a lot of fun casting them, and I will be definitely showing up here a lot more often to see what our boys and girls inside the colleges around the U.S. can bring to PUBG Esports. Once again, I've been Little Fuzzy Seal, bringing you guys these games. Hope to see you guys again in the next set of games here at Collegiate PUBG Esports.